And we're back.
Back again. Guess who's back. Tell a
Back again.
friend. Guess who's
Tell a
back. Guess who's
friend.
back. Guess who's back. Okay, let's start.
Yeah, Muller, I like it. I like the energy. It's starting us off. Welcome back, guys. We're here. We're dropping more content like we always do. So let's get right into it. Jets 2-2. We're going to the Super Bowl.
The MILF Hunter's back, baby.
Dude, the MILF Hunter is back. You know what? He's going to prove me wrong. All right. I know I haven't been that high on Zach. Gassy knows this. I did say in the show that Namath was the only positive headline that came out of Jets quarterbacks. Zach is next. I confirmed him elite. I'm not high on him, but now I'm getting there. I want him to prove me wrong, and I think he's going to do it. The MILF Hunter was grittying in the end zone
Giselle
at
liked that.
Pittsburgh. Giselle did like that.
She did like that. On the day when Brady fucking lost her, she's out here going after Zach Wilson, which, I mean, we should have saw coming, but
Dude, he literally ruined his family just because he wanted to play
he
some
did.
football. Do you blame him?
No. I don't blame her. If I saw Zach Wilson coming up, the Jets are winning a Super Bowl in the 2020s. So I don't blame her.
Yo, how about AB? Did you see that post he did? Or he like
That was crazy.
Well, there's two posts. There's one that where he posted Giselle and he did like
Yes.
put that on or whatever. He had that comment. And then the one that's even worse is that he was wanking off in a community pool in Dubai, I think, and it like surfaced everywhere. Yo, get that man some help.
The best about that one is that I think it was the New York Post posted a photo of it with it blurred out. But they actually helped him by blurring it out because it makes it look ginormous the way they blurred it out. Like it's a problem. They made it a worse situation than it had to be. Like, why would you even post the picture?
Yeah, it's like, dude, just like post him in the pool. Like, why would you post that? Like, dude, you pretty much just like you just exposed him to like every single person in the world that's like on Twitter or any social media.
Yes.
That man needs help, dude.
Yeah.
We've been saying it for so long. He's done so many things, but like I just don't know what's going on. There's no way he plays again. Like there's no way that any owner or general manager sees that and they're like, you know what, maybe we're gonna sign him so he can help us out. Dude, he's gonna be
No.
start wanking off to the fans in a stadium.
That's going to be his new touchdown celebration, bro.
That might be his new touchdown celebration. And I swear to God, if they give him a flag for 15 yards, the NFL needs to just be reconsidered. That needs to be like I want to see a flag just be like illegal taunting suspended for the whole year and just call it mid game. Like 15 yards? No, listen, the best celebration that I've seen that was an illegal taunting was Isaiah Crowell against the Browns, where he took the ball and he started wiping his ass with it.
Yes.
I think it's just a legendary celebration.
And then threw it to the Browns fans.
Yes.
Maybe I'll do that one if I score this weekend.
Dude, please. We need
Score, run into the goal, take the ball, run to the corner, just start rubbing it against my ass.
that. Just start grinding on the post. And just point at the goalkeeper as you're grinding. But
Prime Liberty homecoming.
yeah, right? Oh my God. You'll have Mr. Bailey just
Christ,
staring at you.
disgusting.
But I did see that Cole Beasley also retired because he wants to be a husband and a family man. Maybe that was a shot at Tom Brady. I think that was a shot thrown at him right there.
I think it was, but I also think he was going to retire regardless because the man was getting 0 targets and he wasn't playing. And he was like, you know what, I'm going to retire, but I can get one more dig at Brady for never throwing me the ball. Let's just say I want to be a family man and that I love my kids because Tom Brady's walking a fine line where he's almost to Aaron Rodgers status.
Like, this has to be his last year. Like, it's
Yeah.
got to be. But now since he's about to get a divorce and he doesn't have to take care of his children, maybe he's going to continue because, you know what, he's, like you said, he's turning into an Aaron Rodgers now. Maybe he's
Yeah.
just going to play until he just cannot play anymore.
LFG now means let's 50 go. He's playing until
Let's
he's 50,
50 go.
bro.
LFG, let's 50 go. Dude, I can see it happening, honestly.
At this point, if he has no,
He's going to be a backup at some
Kids
point
or
if he just
family?
doesn't want to.
yeah,
Just
Yeah.
amazing. Well, I think for me, they're kind of like falling off. I think they're They're going down in the rankings. They're still a good team, but they got a lot of questions, man. They just can't keep over their injuries.
I think they're still going to be there at the end of the season in some capacity, but a Super Bowl is probably out of the question for them this year.
We'll wait until playoffs because then we'll be talking a lot differently about them. But right now they're not looking. They're looking very sketchy.
Yeah.
But all right. So I want to touch on this Jets game because I was there. So
yes, let's get back to that.
I drove to Pittsburgh. Me and my buddy Logan. Shout out to you. We drove there. I stayed the night. Came back home. It was a lot of driving. I've come to the conclusion that I hate long drives now. Always did, but now I hate them. But dude, we had a great atmosphere. It was just a great game by Zach. I mean, the first 3 quarters were a little sketch, but like, dude, I can't even blame it on him. But that last fourth quarter, oh my God, like that really shook me. He's making me believe I'm getting there, and I know I shouldn't because that's just the false hope that they give us. But I'm believing. I'm getting there. He looked really good. The throws he was making, he looks like a second-year quarterback now that's just gotten better. And the fact that he's played, that's the last time he's played was, 9 months ago? He looked good. And I'll tell you what, fuck Steelers fans, they're babies. They cannot handle a loss. They can't do it. Dude, there was probably me and one other Jets fan in the whole section, and they were just cry-babying the whole game. The only thing they were happy about was Kenny Pickett coming in, but of course they were salty that they lost to the Jets. You know what? Fuck you guys. Let's go Jets. JTS.
Kenny Pickett's still 13 for 13 in the NFL. He has yet to throw an incompletion.
Yes,
So.
three picks to the Jets and then 10 completions to his Steelers receivers.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to as a Steelers fan. I mean, he has yet to throw an incomplete pass. That's something that Big Ben can't say.
He looked way better than Mitch. And listen, his one rushing touchdown was like a QB sneak, but he's slinging it, man. He looks like he's like ready to just take over and just show what he's got.
Yeah,
and I'm happy with that. I'm glad that Tomlin like actually made a move on him and told him to go out there and just play.
Yeah, and I think he's only going to get better because now the Steelers have who do they have this week? The Bills. I mean, they're going to get. I think that's the biggest line of the season so far. I think the Bills are favored -14.
Yeah, I don't think I know this is a stat, but I think the Steelers haven't been underdogs for like 14 points for like years. It's been a long time since they were underdog 14 points.
Yeah, like if you're a betting man, take the Bills in this game because no matter what, that day you're going to get at least one win. But the Steelers, this is a game for Kenny Pickett to just go out there, play. He has no pressure on him because they're not supposed to win this game. The corners of the Bills, are they coming back this week? No.
I don't know, but it's rebuild time.
I don't think they're coming back, so that's actually a chance for him to sling the ball around, I think.
So I know for the Steelers, they say that the R word doesn't fly for them. Rebuild is not in their vocabulary, but I think we're getting there. We might be getting there. But they are missing T.J. Watt, but the Steelers apparently never rebuild. Dude, the line looks bad. Najee is like he disappeared the whole game. They're in shambles right now, and that division is only going to get better.
Yeah. Steelers actually are they the worst team in that division right now? Them are the Bills. Or not Bills. Them are the Browns.
I think the Steelers are the worst team in the division.
And the Browns stink.
And the Browns do stink. The Falcons ran all over them.
Should be a tough week.
I know. And the Steelers fans, you can tell they were like just like hearing them. I was like, oh my God, like you just sound like another Jets fan, but you're wearing black and yellow. They were just like, yeah, we just saw Kenny Pickett. That's all we're happy about. But come on now. Steelers fans are going to win against the Bills or some team that they're not supposed to beat, and they're just going to start going crazy.
Yeah, they're going to start saying, we're back, we're going to the playoffs, this, to that. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to come in first. You're not going to come in second. You'll be lucky to come in third. Like, let's not get our hopes up as Steelers fans. You should have the same expectations as the Washington Commanders.
Okay, well, how are you? Well, I know your hopes are going out the roof right now because Cooper Rush is 3-0 and now might be 4-0. It's rush hour. Rush hour 4 is coming up, huh?
Hell yeah! It already came out. It's over. Dak's coming back now.
Okay, so all right, you're the head coach. What are you doing? Are you starting Dak or are you starting Cooper Rush
this week?
This week.
I think unless Dak is 100% healthy, you start Cooper Rush again. and then you can work Dak in maybe at the end of the game if you're up by a decent margin, give him some reps. But I don't see the point of rushing him back against a Rams team that has yet to prove that they are championship quality. The Rams, I mean, if you watch the last game that the Rams played, the run game wasn't really there. They couldn't move the ball unless they threw it to Cooper Kupp. Higbee sometimes. The defense, they're good. They're not great.
They're good against the rush, not against the pass.
Yes.
I agree on that.
Yes. I mean, we saw that on Deebo Samuel. But the Cowboys defense, it's only getting healthier. We're getting safeties back, we're getting linebacker. Our linebacker, what the hell is his name? I forget his name. Went to LSU. But he's coming back healthy. He's going to be a problem. We're only getting healthier. We're only getting better on defense. And because of that, I don't see a point in bringing Dak back right away. We'll hold the Rams. We'll hold the Rams.
Dude, it's going to be interesting to see because he's 3-0 right now. If he goes 4-0, do you just keep him in there? Like, I just don't know because he's hot right now as a backup. That's a really good thing to do as a backup.
I hear that, and listen, I'm the first one to say I love Cooper Rush. I'm the biggest Rush Hour fan. But when you look at the game, and if you watch how Dak would play in this offense versus the Dak offense that they ran in week 1, where they're running trick plays, they're doing this, and just put him in the Cooper Rush offense and he'll dominate because he has the ability to run, whereas Cooper Rush hasn't really shown he can run. So I think the offense will actually get even better than what it's shown over the Cooper Rush era in the coming weeks. So I would rather have him back for the Eagles game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, what are they now? 3-1, I think.
3-1. Yeah.
3-1. They're right on the Birds' ass. Oh man.
Yep.
That division is getting interesting now because you have the Giants that are 3-1 somehow.
Yes.
You have the Birds that are undefeated. Now you got the Cowboys red hot, and then you have the poopy Commanders who are terrible. And I hate that I bet that they're going to win the division, but it's okay because we're going to come back. We're not going to be homeless. Carson Wentz is done. He's done. It's over. He will never start for another team again.
He stinks.
He stinks. He smells. He's terrible.
NFC East is the only division with 3 3-win teams. Just want to get that in there.
I know, and everyone
for
was
all
saying,
the NFC East haters, NFC Beast is back, baby. We're
NFC
back.
Beast is back. Well, that's
also the Cowboys have won 8 straight against the NFC East.
8 straight against the NFC East.
8 straight.
Interesting betting stat.
Yes. Also, if you want another betting stat, this one's kind of crazy as well. Trayvon Diggs has at least 3 interceptions against every single NFC East team.
He has been locking up. He's been playing out of his mind, and I know he's got shit on last year just by analysts and people and fans, but he's really come to prove that he is the CB1 on that squad for sure.
No, Trayvon Diggs, he's a top 3 corner, and at this point, like, if you don't believe that after watching him last week against Terry McLaurin, I mean,
locked him up.
I don't know what else I can tell you to show that he is a top 3 player. Last week he had a 0.0 passing rate. Well, over his career against Terry McLaurin, 0.0 passer rate. Catches this season by Kenny Galladay, 2. Trayvon Diggs, 2. Trayvon Diggs, he has the highest, passes defended?
Yeah.
Yeah, highest in the NFL.
Dude, Zach Wilson has more touchdowns than Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, let's talk about the Giants real quick. They're in trouble.
Yeah, but they're 3-1.
They don't have a quarterback this week.
All right. If there's like 2 teams that I don't believe in that have a good record or a 500 record, it's the Giants and it's the Bears. Like, I just don't understand how they're winning. I really don't.
The Bears are not good, bro.
I know they're not.
Bears are losing from here on out.
Yeah, I can't see them winning.
It was a fluke.
The defense can only do so much, but yeah, no. Kenny Galladay, worst contract in NFL history besides Muhammad Wilkerson. Actually, it might even be worse than Muhammad Wilkerson, guess. But, dude, he's not going to play. He's done. He is done. Whoever drafted him in fantasy, shame on you.
R.I.P.
So, all right, now let's hear some of these betting stats you have. First, I want to go over the mortal locks and the Muller mulligan that we have. You were yet again close on the Muller mulligan.
Bro, it's coming.
Again! So I think those 4 games, I think three out of the 4 games were potentially overtime games.
They were.
This past week, he had the Browns and Falcons. That was a 23-20 game. Last week, Bears and Texans, 23-20 game. Ravens and Dolphins did hit overtime. But obviously, the Dolphins came back and they won it. Muller, you're heating up. You're getting there. You're going to get it. I'm calling week 13. That's the week.
Week 13? All right. So I just
13.
have to keep building up this momentum till then.
You're going to have a lot of time to do it. But I had the Stinky Commanders +3, so now my mortals are 3-2. Muller, you had the Lions Seahawks under. And I don't even know what the over-under was, but I'm assuming that's a loss.
Oh, it's a loss. Let me tell you that.
What did they get? What did they
score?
score? Like 93 points total?
So not only was it a scoregami, but it was one of the highest scoring NFL games in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, Muller was way off on that, but it's okay. So
that
was I.
one wasn't good. That was a bad look for me.
So Carlo, who was our guest, had Raiders moneyline versus Denver. There you go, is a win. Gassy had Arizona -1. That's a win. So Gassy's 2-2. Muller, you are 2-3. Carlo, if you're listening to this, you're 1-0.
Shout out Carlo.
Listen, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. We got it. Listen, they've been very tough games, but we're gonna come back. I think we're all gonna get a win this week. I'm very confident because now it's time of the season where we know what these teams are about. We know what teams are good, what teams are bad. I think we'll be good. Get ready for our mortals the next coming days. Look on Instagram, so you'll see them. Hopefully, you're riding with us as well. But yeah, I lost big money on that game too, so I'm in shambles.
That's okay.
And the casino could wait.
Well, could be worse. I mean, last week I had the Rams I think I had a money line plus money, and then I realized real quickly that was not going to happen. So I put the house on the 49ers and won all my money back. So that was it felt like a win. Broke even, but that felt like a win.
I think the 49ers have won like 7 straight against the Rams.
Yeah.
Over the past 2 or 3 years.
Shanahan has his number, bro.
Dude, they are better with Jimmy G. It's obvious.
They are. I don't know why they keep denying it.
Yeah, I know. It's just something that they just keep denying and they just don't want to accept. Dude, it's there. It's right in front of you.
He took you to a Super Bowl.
Yes, I know. He took them to a Super Bowl, yet he's a backup. Trey's the guy. Trey goes down, and now Jimmy G's making the 49ers look elite again. Trey Lance did not make them look elite at all.
Give the man a team, and he'll take you to the promised land.
It's gonna be
49ers with Jimmy G make the playoffs easily.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I mean, because they probably only signed him to a 1 or 2 year deal. I mean, and if Trey comes back healthy, you start Jimmy G. Just sit him. Sit him and just let him watch. I just don't understand, the rush for just throwing rookie quarterbacks in. It really doesn't work. Barely. Trevor had a terrible, year 1. Year 2, he's doing good. Justin Fields, he's just in a shitty organization. Zach started. He had a shitty year 1, but year 2, hopefully he's going to be that guy. Mac Jones, Patriot system, we understand. Okay, but, dude, let him sit. He's so young. You have so much more to see.
Yeah. Yep.
But all right, so I don't know how we're doing on time, but we're going to quickly get into baseball because I need to rant a little bit.
Oh, wait, can I say my tie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me hear the Mulligan, or the Muller Mulligan. I'm ready.
All right. So this week, I'm going with the Patriots versus the Lions. It's a 1 p.m. game on Sunday. The Lions have the 4th most ties in AFL-NFL history, and the Patriots' last tie came on October 8th of 1967. Do you know what day this game will be being played, Mike?
The same day that happened.
October 8th of 2022. Will history repeat itself? We don't know, but I think it will. The Lions tie like no other. And the Patriots, history has to repeat itself eventually. So
here's I have one more stat about the Lions. So if you're looking for any fantasy players to start and you have Lions players on your waiver wire, or you just have them and they're hurt and you need them to start, you're starting them because the Lions have the highest points per game this year in the NFL with 35.5. However, the defense is allowing 35.5 points per game. They are 4-0 on the overs. They are an over team. So if you have any Lions players, even if it's a fill-in like Josh Reynolds or Craig Reynolds or Jamal Williams are starting him. They score points. They know how to score.
I
I
agree.
love that team. I love that
agree.
team. So, okay, here we go. Let me rant now. So the Mets, they held the division for 175 games. That's pretty much the whole season, except the 8 games where it matters the most. They had 4 series towards the end of the year leading up to this Brave series that just happened that we just got swept. They played Washington, they played Miami, they played the Cubs, they played the Pirates, and I think they played the Reds. They went around 6-12 in those games. We had a 1-game lead on the Braves going into this 3-game series. We got swept. There was a slim chance that we could have won the division if the Marlins swept the Braves this week. Marlins lost last night 2-1. They won. They're about to win today. They won 2 days ago. And of course, we sweep the Nats like it's nothing, and we are like an elite team or some sort.
Well, the
Dude, we
Nationals
suck.
suck. The Nationals suck.
Dude, we suck. Listen.
Don't say that.
I understand, like, oh, you made the playoffs. You made the playoffs. Dude, it's over. It's over. We're not winning anything, bro. We might have a first-round exit.
Who do the Mets have? The Phillies?
They have the Padres. If they win that, they play the Dodgers.
Oh,
If they
they're
win that,
beating
they're
the
100%
Padres.
playing the Braves.
They're beating the Padres.
I think
Padres
okay, listen,
don't have it. They don't have it. I'm telling
Realistically,
you.
I do think we can beat the Padres. But to beat the Dodgers, listen, we've beaten them a lot in the postseason. They are way too hot right now, and we just don't look like we're ready to play. We just don't look like we want to win. If we would have won this division, we would have been in such a better position. Dude, I think it's either going to be the Braves or the Astros that are winning it all. They're too good. They are way too good.
I would like to butt in right there.
Go ahead. Say the Yanks. I know it.
The Yankees are winning the World Series this year, and they will be playing either the Braves or the Mets. Now, I want the Mets.
Oh, dude, of course.
I want the
Mets. I want if the Mets and the Yanks are going and are doing a Subway Series, we all are going.
We are going. No,
But
the Yankees actually have a great shot at making the World Series.
For sure, because they play the winner of Cleveland and the winner of Tampa Bay. If Tampa Bay wins that, you guys are in trouble. But Cleveland is also a sneaky good team. But I think you have their number. But the Rays are different.
So it doesn't reseed. It just goes straight to it.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. I like our odds there.
So then you would either play the Stros or another team, but nobody's beating the Astros. You're most likely going to see the Astros in the ALCS. 100%.
Yes. No, yeah, it's going to be Yankees Astros just like every year for the last 10.
And Nestor is back. Nestor is back, and that is a huge sign for the Yanks.
Dude, Nestor's looking good, bro.
Nestor is better than Garrett Cole. I will say it till the day I die. He is better than Garrett Cole. He is the Johnny Cueto of the Yanks. Yes,
Did you
it's
see
amazing.
him rocking? It's electric. I think that he has to be game 1 starter and Garrett Cole's game 2.
I agree. 100%. I agree.
And Garrett Cole's okay with it. He's already said he's okay with it. Deep down, like obviously he wants to be the number 1. But I think Nestor in this form, the way he's pitching right now, has to be number 1. Then you got Garrett Cole, and then you got Severino to back him up.
Do you think the MLB is going to do something about his wind-up delivery of his rocking and all that stuff? I feel like they're going to butt in with that very soon.
I would give it because the thing is he
give it a year.
doesn't do it as often as the videos make it seem.
Agreed.
But when he does it, it works every time. So I think at some point, batters are going to get pissed off and someone's going to say something because he strikes him out 4 times in one game doing that shit. But listen, until that happens, I don't know what to tell you. Swing better. Be like Aaron Judge.
Be ready. Be ready for the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's one of the hardest sports ever to hit a round ball with a round bat. But,
and
man,
Aaron
that
Judge
delivery
is
really
–
and he's just the best. And the thing is, that delivery really screws people up. But let me hear your predictions. Who do you think is going to make it?
To the World Series?
For the NL and the AL. Yeah, let me hear it.
Well, I mean, I already said it, kind of. I think Yankees will beat the Astros. I think that game goes
7.
I think it goes 6.
Yanks in 6. Okay. Yanks in 6 against the Stros, he said.
Because I know we're going to lose to Verlander, and I'm okay with that. But the rest of them, I think we're very capable of hitting the ball and getting runs in, getting on base, and then it's just down to our pitching. Can our pitching hold up against their lineup?
I have
I think we get through there in 6.
I think it's Yanks. All right, NL. I'm sorry. Who's your NL team?
I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was cutting you off. I was getting too excited.
No, I think Atlanta and the Mets get to it. There's just a part of me that's like, I know the Mets are playing like shit right now, but the Dodgers, it's just too predictable for me. And the Mets have had too good of a season in Mets history of as of late. This isn't a thing. They don't do this. They don't have seasons like this where they should have won the division, like been in the second round already.
Didn't this happen to the Yanks last year though, where they won 100 games but didn't win the division?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, you guys gave us that fucking virus.
Yeah, and I think we lost tonight, so that we stayed on 99.
Oh no!
But,
in the last game of the year for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me.
Okay. I mean.
Go ahead, continue.
And then if I'm using my brain, Atlanta goes. But I really think this year's Subway Series could happen. And then Aaron Judge wins his pinstripes and brings home a World Series finally.
And then they don't sign him, and then Steve Cohen gives him the bag. That, I believe, will happen. But if Cashman does not sign him, you guys need to come over to the Queens, please.
Bro, the Yankees have to sign him.
Yeah, they have no choice.
I don't care what they have to do to keep him in New York, but he has to be in New York.
He's the only glimmer of hope that Yanks fans love. Like, he's the reason why Yankees fans go and watch the Yanks. It's Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
And maybe Rizzo here and there, but no.
I like...
Or, what's his name, Oswaldo Cabrera?
Oswaldo is an electric factory, bro. He plays every position, and he hits the ball well. He's batting like 260 this season, and he's been flying into the fucking stands. He's doing Derek Jeter pivot. I don't know what you can't like about the guy. He's an electric factory. But
dude, he's what Jacoby Ellsbury was supposed to be. How's that?
What a fucking letdown that guy was.
Yeah, exactly.
What a letdown. We stole him from Boston. We were like, we got Boston again because we got Johnny Damon a few years earlier. And then we were like, shit, Boston got us.
They got you guys.
It was similar to the Al Horford to the Sixers deal.
Yep. Agreed. But, okay,
all right,
let me just say it real quick. Braves, Yanks, I got Braves in like 5. I just don't see the Mets going through San Diego. I don't see it happening. Well, I think they can win. I think this is probably their best shot of actually making it. And then against the Dodgers, I just don't think they can do it, man. I don't. Please prove me wrong, but this is their season, and they failed it. This was their season to win the division, and they failed, and now it's going to bite them in the ass because they would have had a bye, and they would have had to either play the Phils or the Cardinals. That was it. And they could have easily beaten them, beaten one of those teams. The Cardinals, probably not.
The Cardinals, watch out for the Cardinals. Because I said this earlier to one of my buddies. The Cardinals are a team that they didn't win 100 games. They might not be like the prettiest on paper, but oh my God, do you hear that? Our fire alarm's going off right now.
So Molly's currently having a fire at his house, but we're going to continue.
I don't know what's going on there, but fuck, what was I talking?
Cardinals?
The Cardinals. I think they could beat any team on their day. Like they could I think they could make it to the World Series if they got hot at the correct week. But that's all the way. All right, continue.
So yeah, the Braves. I think they make it all the way and they win it because they have like pretty much their whole starting 9. Like they have them signed up until like 2033. They're all in like 8 and 9 year deals, and they all have World Series and playoff experience. Dansby Swanson is red hot right now.
He's so good.
Matt Olson is red hot. Austin Riley is just a force, and you can't pitch to him, dude. They might win the division every year for the next 10 years. It's impossible. They're too good. This was the only year. This was the only year the Mets could do, and they didn't do it. Philly, no shot. No shot. The Phillies fans are having hope. No shot.
Lots of game left. I've said it for a couple of years. I think the Bryce Harper deal was the dumbest deal they've made in a long time.
That is definitely the dumbest deal because the Mets gave Lindor that same amount of money and the same year, and he's played way better than Bryce has, and Bryce has just faced
100%.
an injury, and it just hasn't looked good. But I wish you and the Yanks a lot of luck, and the Mets are going to need a lot of luck. So
Same to you and the Mets.
To
anyone that just listened to that, I'm sorry because him and I just went on rants in the middle of our predictions. So to clear it up, I went Yankees and Mets.
Braves and Yanks. Braves
All
are
right,
winning.
so there you go.
There you go. So good episode yet again. We'll get the Mortals out. Keep listening, guys. We're going to have some very, very, very special guests on in a couple weeks. Mr. Soup, my pops, pulled some strings. We're going to have some buddies on. So keep listening, keep watching the reels, and JTS Jets.